Hello and welcome to the BSTN Community Report. I'm Julissa Cortez and today we are focusing on the Boardman Kiwanis Club and a big event that's coming up fast, the Memorial Day Parade. Joining me today are Mark Luke and Stephanie Landers. Hello and welcome.
Good morning.
Mr. Luke, tell me a little bit about Kiwanis. How many members are in the club and how do you get involved?
Sure. Good morning and thank you for having us. Yes. The Boardman Kiwanis Club is Boardman's oldest service club. It's been around since 1947. Kiwanis itself was started in 1905 in Detroit, Michigan, so not too far away. And the focus of it is to focus on a service club in a community and focusing on the children of our community. So we do a lot with the youth. We do a lot with youth programming, many events that we have. One of the key events and large events, at least in our Boardman area, is sponsoring and coordinating Memorial Day ceremony and parade every year. And we've been doing that since the mid-1970s. To give you a little history on that, Boardman, this will be the 115th Memorial Day Parade and Ceremony. Started in 1904 in Boardman Township at the Boardman Cemetery, which is on Tanglewood Drive here in Boardman.
And Ms. Landers, the Memorial Day, who's never experienced it, like describe the parade route and tell me a little bit about like the ceremony and like at the end of the parade.
Okay, well, we start off at the Boardman Intermediate School on Market Street. It's across from the mall. We line up at 9:30 in the morning. At 10 a.m. promptly the parade starts. Okay. With the marching band starting, and we start down, we make a left, and we start down Market Street. We make a right down 224. When we get down to Boardman Park, we turn into the park, and sometime during that whole parade, we have a flyover with a C-130 from the 910th. So it's very, very fun and exciting. And then once we hit into the park, Mark takes over, and we do the service.
The park meaning Boardman Park?
Boardman Park, yes.
Boardman Park. We meet at the Mog Outdoor Amphitheater, and we have a special, very special and coordinated ceremony, which includes veterans and veterans recognition. We have the Boardman High School Wind Ensemble playing at it. We do a flag salute. We do a salute to the veterans, and then we have a speaker. And our speaker this year is Chris DeBozy. He's an Army veteran and an Iraqi freedom combat veteran as well. He's a Boardman High School graduate and Eagle Scout, and he currently is living in Michigan, but he's still active military. And we're looking forward to him coming back and giving us a very good message. And just to let you know, like we talked about a little bit of the history, it's very interesting that, you know, it was originally called Decoration Day before it was Memorial Day. And the purpose of that was it grew out of the Civil War. You know, the Civil War was fought over states' rights and slavery in our country, and it divided the country, but yet they tried to unite after the Civil War. And so what happened was most of the battles in the Civil War were fought in the South. So Southern people were going out, particularly Southern mothers who lost children in the war, were going out to decorate graves in cemeteries, and they noticed that they had the Confederate soldiers' graves, but the Union soldiers' graves were there and they were unattended because they were in the South, and they had been the enemy at the time. So that's where Decoration Day grew out of that. Those remembrances to decorate graves. And then in 1868, General John Logan was the commander of the Grand Army of the Republic. And he put into, and eventually became legislation in the United States, that there should be, every springtime, a day to decorate war graves. And so that's where it grew out of. In 1971, Congress made it actually called Memorial Day to commemorate all wars, not just the Civil War. And so that was the purpose of it, grew from Decoration Day to Memorial Day to honor our war dead.
Well, Mr. Luke, not all communities have big community events like Boardman Memorial Day Parade. Why do you think it's so special?
Well, I think it's special because people realize the freedoms that we have in this country, and that freedom, the old phrase is freedom isn't free. And there are people, whether they are volunteers or were drafted into military service, play such an integral role in preserving our freedoms, even to this day. So I think Memorial Day resonates with people. They understand that the sacrifice was sometimes people giving their lives in defense of freedom, in defense of our way of life in this country. So I think that really resonates with people, and they come out. We see thousands of people, in good weather of course, along the parade route that come out and celebrate and recognize, and will stand up when the flag comes by and salute and clap and thank veterans. And then when we get down to the ceremony, they listen to the speaker, and they understand that there's experiences that these people experienced to preserve our freedom and our way of life. So I think that message really resonates with people. They understand that we live in a very special country, and it has been defended for 200 plus years, and we need to recognize and thank those people.
At Kiwanis members, like your club does a lot of community. Like, can you talk about some of the events and service that Kiwanis does?
Sure. Stephanie, did you want to comment on a few other events that we do?
Well, let's see. I know we do the parade and we do this rose sales. And Mark, you can jump in at any moment.
Sure. Well, we just had our 68th or 69th annual Easter egg hunt with the
Yes.
kindergarten students from our community. And, it's funny, that's a wonderful event. We do it in Boardman Park, which is a great community event as well. And we will have parents and sometimes grandparents come out and say, I did this when I was a kid, and I remember this Easter egg hunt. So it's really fantastic. It's a really nice event. We participate in Salvation Army bell ringing to help support Salvation Army.
Yeah.
We do that every year. So we just concentrate on the youth of our community. We do scholarships. We sponsor the Key Club, which is basically Kiwanis at a high school level at Boardman High School and also at South Range High School. So our club is 20 plus members right around there. Not a large club, not a small club, but we're working hard and really enjoy serving in our community. And we do have a website. We are searchable on the internet to find if anyone's interested in our Kiwanis Club. We'd be more than happy to talk to them about that.
Okay. I mean, I'm interested. It sounds pretty
And we have
interesting.
youth memberships as well.
Absolutely.
So terrific.
Yeah.
Thank you both for being here, for joining me today. And remember, the Memorial Day Parade is Monday, May 27th. Hope to see you there. I'm Julissa Cortez for BSTN. Have a great day.